What do people think is healthy but really isn't? Shielding their children from every conceivable horror in the real world until they're 18 and naive as duck. Straight up let your kids get scraped knees and watch an R-rated movie every once in a while. Smoothies from smoothie shops, they use sorbets, ice creams, and juices with an insane amount of sugar in them. My sister worked at a smoothie shop and people would always come in after going to the gym. It's not what most people think it is. Vaginal washes on a daily basis so it smells like lavender instead of what vaginas are supposed to smell like. It's unnecessary and changes your pH down there and predisposes you to infections. The stupid cleanses. Your body naturally gets rid of toxins and stuff. You just need to drink water. The food pyramid that was popularized by the USDA is a terrible idea. A lot of people today have realized this. But many older folks still see it as the Bible of good eating. And they are very fat. Those stupid juicing detox programs. Your body's liver and kidneys naturally detox your body so long as you drink plenty of water. This whole notion that you are detoxing your body with juice is asinine. Dedicating your entire life to your work without an outlet separate of it. Same goes with overbearing relationships. You will begin to resent whatever you enjoy if it's the sole reason for your existence. Anything Dr. Oz tries to sell you. *P. S. Yes. And fucking raspberries too. *Wow, thanks for the gold. Cable news. People who watch it think they are better informed by watching 6 HRs of news a day, when they are really just buying into the fear/anger/outrage cycle, which just feeds back into watching more of the same. I think a lot of millennials and Gen Zers are beginning to catch on to how bad it can potentially be. But I think dedicating your life just to work is really unhealthy. I mean, fair enough if you have a job you really enjoy. But even so, if you dedicate almost every waking moment to your job, there's a problem generally. It's not a great attitude. Live to work. Forgiving a family member simply because they are family. Sometimes people do horrible things to others and you're better off without them in your life, regardless of relation. Activated charcoal. It's amazing if you've been poisoned, but it absorbs good nutrients and medications as well. I'm getting so sick of seeing it in everything. Blood is thicker than water. Family can be toxic, and that mindset could cause a lot of grief. The amount of comments here saying something that literally no one has ever claimed or thought to be healthy is staggering. I was a manager of a Jamba Juice for a year or so, and people used to come in BC. They got it was healthy, but the most commonly ordered smoothie by this crowd, apples and greens, the small size, has 4g of sugar. Most of the smoothies are packed in sugar. Subway. Yeah, sure, you're for meat. Foot long. Cheese-filled sub is way better for you than a standard tuna butter, you unquestioning bellend. Organic. Chemical-free skincare. Basically replacing helpful and safe chemicals for your skin with irritating ingredients. Food. And essential oils that would just make things a lot worse. Sure. It works for some people. But it's not exactly a good thing to tell everyone that chemicals are bad. People often forget that we, and our skin, are actually a chemical composition. And not all of these are harmful, but are actually good for you. Orange juice. Too much sugar. Marlboro Lights. Just because they're light doesn't mean they're diet friendly. Intuitive eating. Lots of junk food are designed to make you feel like you need to consume more of the food after eating. Here's an unpopular one. Believing the nutritional values of food as fact. There's a wide range of what is actually in an individual fruit compared to what's on paper. For a huge number of reasons. We used to grow and breed crops based on size and yield. Mainly because nutrition wasn't known for most of human history. But now we're looking closer and finding wider range in what's in the actual produce. And starting to control. And breed. And grow for that. That green juice stuff. It's way too sweet to not be bad for you. I mean, come on. It's just as sweet as a glass of Tropicana. Do you really expect me to believe that it's this detoxifying ambrosia that everyone claims it to be? Non-GMO products. The non-GMO project label is on thousands of products and is used as a marketing ploy. Less than 30 varieties of plants, corn, wheat, etc., even have the potential to be GMOs as of right now. GMO products have been heavily researched and no difference between non-GMO products have been found. Any kind of substitute for something viewed as unhealthy. Though I understand it's hard to quit unhealthy habits. So I still think it's a step in the right direction to find an alternative. Going on low/no carb diets due to the misconception that carb equals bad drives me crazy. Almost everything has carbs in it. And unless you're willing to go full on keto diet, you're still going to need carbs for your basic daily energy. Especially if you regularly exercise. Switching from cigarettes to vaping. Granted, I don't think vaping has been around long enough to have some solid evidence like there has been cigarettes, but something about it doesn't really seem healthy. I guess it's a solid alternative, but not inhaling anything is probably better as an end goal. My comments are being attacked by vapors, I guess. Making derogatory jokes about your spouse. Laughing wryly about how unhappy your marriage is. Fruit juice? So much sugar in it and a zero fiber. Fruits are good. But you've squeezed all of the good stuff out. Nuts. They're healthy, but you overeat calorically so fast and easy. This applies to peanut butter. I would also add gluten-free stuff. If you actually have a problem with it, then it is for you. But 95% of people can tolerate gluten just fine. Meat alternatives are questionable as well. Some of them have more fat and less protein than just meat. If you don't like meat or don't want to eat it, that is fine. But don't claim you're doing it for the health reasons unless done properly. Coconut oil. It's almost entirely saturated fat. It's thin in moderation. Just about every other liquid plant-based oil is better for you. Those little standing desks. There were studies that showed that people who stood more than, however many, hours a day had much better health outcomes than people who worked sitting desk jobs. So they made these desks that can change positions from sitting to standing, to allow desk workers to stand more. It had zero impact on health. It turns out that just standing in one spot isn't all that more healthy than sitting. And jobs associated with more standing actually had quite a bit more movement and activity as well. Wine and spirit manufacturers try to tell people that these are healthy in moderation. They are not. The Framingham study of 5,000 women revealed that women who drink 3 drinks per week raise their chances of getting breast cancer by 30%. 9 drinks of any kind of alcohol raise the chances by 300%. This was a study that lasted 20 years and followed the women to see how many got breast cancer. The one factor in all of the breast cancers was the drinking of any kind of alcohol. Lashing out because of stress. People think it gets rid of their anger. But in reality, it makes people more stressed than they were in the first place. People constantly pick on me just for saying this, but showering every day. It's unhealthy for your skin. Juice cleanses and detoxes. I don't think it is necessarily unhealthy as long as you go back to a regular balanced diet. But I also think it is completely unnecessary.